Something exploded over Siberia with the power of 1,000 Hiroshima bombs. Yet when scientists searched the site, they found no crater. On the morning of June 30, 1908, something unusual appeared in the sky above remote Siberia. Witnesses saw a blinding blue fireball racing across the horizon. Seconds later, the sky erupted in a massive explosion. The shockwave tore through the wilderness, shattering windows hundreds of miles away and knocking people off their feet. Deep inside the forest near the Tunguska River, millions of trees collapsed in seconds. But the strangest part of this disaster wasn't the destruction. It was what scientists didn't find. At the time, central Siberia was one of the most isolated places on Earth. Small villages and hunters were scattered across vast forests. That morning, many people reported seeing a glowing object racing across the sky. It moved incredibly fast. Some described it as a ball of fire. Others said the sky suddenly became as bright as daylight. Then came a blinding flash. Moments later, a powerful shockwave swept across the land. People were thrown to the ground. Roofs shook. Windows shattered across distant towns. The explosion happened high above the forest. But the force that followed was devastating. Across an area of more than 2,000 square kilometers, trees were knocked down like dominoes. From the air, the destruction formed a strange pattern. Trees lay flat in every direction, radiating outward from a central point. Yet something even stranger appeared at the center of the blast zone. Some trees were still standing. Their branches and bark had been completely stripped away. They looked like giant wooden poles, scorched and lifeless. A mystery that waited 19 years. Despite the enormous explosion, no scientific investigation happened immediately. The region was difficult to reach. And Russia soon entered a period of turmoil that led to the Russian Revolution. Nearly 2 decades passed before a research expedition finally traveled to the site. In 1927, scientist Leonid Kulik led the first major investigation. He expected to find a giant crater left by a meteorite impact. Instead, he found something baffling. Miles of flattened forest. But no impact crater anywhere. Without a crater, the event puzzled scientists for decades. Several explanations were proposed. Some believed a massive meteorite struck Earth and somehow vanished. Others suggested a comet made mostly of ice exploded before reaching the ground. Today, most researchers believe the Tunguska explosion was caused by a small asteroid about 50 to 60 meters wide. As it entered Earth's atmosphere, the object traveled at incredible speed. Air pressure built up rapidly in front of it. Eventually, the asteroid could no longer hold together. It exploded in midair about 5 to 10 kilometers above the ground. This type of explosion is known as an airburst. Because the object disintegrated before hitting the surface, no crater formed. But the energy released in that moment was enormous. The shockwave that followed flattened the surrounding forest. Could it happen again? Events like Tunguska are rare, but they are not unique. In 2013, a smaller asteroid exploded in the sky above Chelyabinsk. The blast shattered thousands of windows and injured more than 1,500 people. Fortunately, that explosion occurred high above the city. If an object the size of the Tunguska asteroid exploded over a modern city today, the damage could be catastrophic. The Tunguska event remains the largest recorded impact-related explosion in modern human history. Yet it happened in one of the most remote places on Earth. The Siberian forest silently recorded the moment when something from space turned the sky into an explosion. A powerful reminder that Earth's greatest dangers sometimes arrive from beyond our planet.